I already know what's going on. Look at that. Oh, y'all wasn't ready for that. Y'all wasn't ready for that, man. Y'all was not ready for that. So before I start this video, disclaimer, I think they say, I said I was 20 in the video. I meant I was 21 and I'm about to turn 22. Yeah. I don't know why I kept saying 20. But then like afterwards I was talking to Nathaniel about it. And I was like, he was like, you're 21. And I was like, this is new to me, guys. It's new to me. I forget how old I am sometimes. That's how stressed out I am. Let's get into this video, man. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so. Yeah. Dang, it's not gonna be able to focus like that. I gotta stay over here for it to focus. But basically, so something happened today. I thought that, you know, I was in good standing to be able to, when my lease ends in July, to be able to get a house. I was wrong. There was a couple of things. It's like, I knew what I was supposed to be doing, but I did something different. And doing something different, you know, put me behind, because it was like I was thinking doing it my way would be okay, but it was like taking on too many bills at once can be an overload. I'm gonna break that down to like basically so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. But one moment. Okay, so basically I got credit cards, right? And I knew that, you know, you spend some, only a little bit, then you pay it off. But for some reason I was thinking that I could do it all and like spend over the limit and be perfectly fine. Which I would be, but then it would go into, if I owe a bigger debt, that interest can catch up. And also, you're taking way longer to pay something off. And there's no point of doing that. Also, where I went wrong with was I was buying, I'm sorry for all the like and da. I was buying things that I didn't need and could care less about, instead of putting my bills like rent and stuff like that on the credit cards and then paying them back off as soon as the next month hit. Instead, I was doing it the other way. Some things that, you know, I spent on the credit cards were, you know, things that I needed to put on there because I did not have the funds and they were costly. But then there was a few things where I should not have indulged in. So basically, me doing that to my credit cards dropped my score. I was at 630 something and now I'm at 607. That kind of like, whoa, like I thought I was up there. And it's like, what if I would have waited to the last minute to check on these things? Where would that have left me? So now that I know where I'm at and what I need to do, I started slowly paying big amounts of my credit cards off. That way, because my card utilization is at 59%, so I'm trying to get that back down to 30%. That's the first thing that can help me. Then, you know, again, I'm paying them off in large increments. That way my interest, like, I think I have like 5 or 6 cards. I only owe on 2 cards now. So that's a good thing. I'm hoping my card utilization will go down from that. I also paid a big chunk off of those 2 that I still owe, you know, so hopefully that'll also do me justice. So now I'm basically going to be monitoring myself a lot more in my finances and stuff. That way I can quickly, you know, get back up there to where I need to be. I had to, you know, take a loss in my down payment, and now I have no down payment. Now I got to start back from scratch. But there's benefits in that, because, you know, maybe it just wasn't my time. I needed to be patient, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know, just being patient. I I watched a video the other day on Instagram by, I think his name is Dakari, or I should get my phone. Yeah, Dakari, I said it right. I knew it. So basically this is his yeah, let's look at this. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this is his Instagram. And basically, let me see if I go up a little closer, you'll be able to see that. Yeah. Yeah. Now I gotta get back in focus. Okay, so basically he had a video up and he was talking about faith and patience, and he was like, he said something like basically what's in the middle of that, and it's preparation. And it's like, we can have faith that things are gonna work out, and we can have patience, but what about preparation? We have to basically be doing the things that we need to do in order to get to where we need to be. We can't just be like, oh, I have faith things gonna work out, but we sitting down doing nothing. That's just like with my credit score, you know, or me trying to get a house. It's like, I can say it's gonna come, but if I'm not saving for a down payment, if I'm not trying to build my credit score, doing the things that I need to do, then all that faith and patience is, or it might or could go to waste, because I'm not doing those things that I need to do in order to, you know, put me to where I need to be. And it's like, hey, like, y'all gotta put some work in. Y'all can't expect things to be handed to you. You just gotta, like, you know, you gotta basically meet it in the middle, you know? Beat it in the middle. Yeah. It's like, it's funny because, like, I feel like my boyfriend, he also was saying something to me about how basically, he was basically telling me how he was doing his finances and stuff. And it was like, he was saying a little bit, and I was trying to push him to tell me more, but like, we kind of like, you know, got this little wall up sometimes where it's like he might not think that I'm interested, and I feel like I don't do my best to show that I am interested in what he's talking about. But I was listening, and it's like the things that I need to do now in order to get my credit score up, he was talking about. And it's like, you know, we basically on the same page now. We basically on the same, or going the same road in order to get where we need to be. And my biggest thing was preparation, and you know, doing the research behind the things that I needed to do the research behind in order to get to where I need to be. I also want to, you know, say in this video how I think I'm not gonna remember how old I was, but I was pretty young. I was probably in high school, and I set goals for myself where I told myself I wanted to have certain things by a certain age. And it's like, even though I surpassed that age, or, you know, whatever the case may be, as long as I'm knocking the things out and I got my mind on those goals and where I need to go, or where I want to go, and stuff like that, I can prepare for the things that I need in order to get there. And I've been doing that. I think there was having a car before the age 24, having my bachelor's, master's, and PhD before I was 24, having a house before I was 24, and being like basically having my career job before I was 24. So I got my car, I got my bachelor's degree. I'm working on my master's, which will be completed May 2021. So I'll be 21. And then next is my PhD, which I might not. But even if I do stop, that was going to my master's was like enough for me anyway. But I might go to my PhD because I want to be Dr. Garcia. Anyway, so yeah. And even if I do go for my PhD, I'm going to be hitting my mark. So it's like, hey, kudos to me. Then the house thing is what I'm working on now. And it's like, I'm 20. So if I keep trying to raise my credit and do the things that I'm doing already to do that, before 24, I'll be able to have my house, man. I'm speaking that into existence right now. I will be, because like the only thing that's stopping me right now is my credit score. I have the down payment. I have like those things in place. So it's like the only thing really stopping me is my credit score. So yeah, and it be taking like a year to get your credit score where it need to be and stuff. And like even if it take 2 years, I still be like 23 or 24, and then at that I still hit my mark. And then the last thing would be jump and start into my career, which that's in the makings right now too. But I'm starting at the bottom. I want to be a police officer, and that just gives me my experience that I need. I might go down another path, but as of right now, that's the closest thing in my reach that will get me to the experience I need and keep me moving up. So, you know, if I do say so myself, I'm doing great. I'm doing pretty great. Also, you know, I wanted to touch on a little bit about, like, you know, the black community and stuff. I might not say this in the best way, but that's something else I'm working on, being able to articulate well. And basically, it's like from a young age, high school again, I got into these organizations. It was called Californians for Justice, CFJ. And man, it was great being able to be in that space and talk about the way black people are treated or portrayed, and the perceptions, and, you know, just these different ways to address the black community, and, you know, be in a space where they uplifted us and, you know, kind of gave us the skills and tools we needed to be successful or to be more successful. And it was pretty great. I was in California at the time, and I went to Edison High School. And it's like, nowadays, we're not given those opportunities. Well, we are actually, but not that many. And some people don't jump onto those opportunities that are out there for us to take. And it's like, I've been jumping since high school, man. I've been jumping, like, you know, right after high school, I got into college, took summer classes, and like I was on it, taking 8 classes a semester type jump, you know. And it was like I got into those programs that helped people that couldn't afford, you know, textbooks and stuff like that. I took advantage of the things that was, you know, out there for me to get. And like, you know, that program also was like more than just, you know, money and stuff like that. It was like a family. Yeah, it was a family. So it's like, I feel like nowadays we need more spaces where people can know and understand that we don't have to be against each other, especially as black people of color. You know, we don't have to be against each other. There's enough out there for all of us. There is. And it's like, it's unnecessary for all this jealousy or hatred and stuff. And it's like, I've seen more and more over time that people believe that, you know, black people will only, or the people of color will only support you to a certain extent. They'll help you get there, but once you get there, they trying to tear you down, or they're not helping you stay, you know, there. And it's like, yeah, dang, you can do this, da da da. Then when you get there, they're just like, man, this man, he da da da. They like basically, and it's like, why are we like that? I think I asked somebody that, and they said something along those lines too, about how like black people don't support each other as we should. And it comes from, like, I guess slavery from back then. Like, you know, we don't know how to come out of that mindset that we were put into, like, you know, like how certain black people were allowed in the houses or doing certain things. And it's like, we kind of always held that, you know, stigma, is that the correct word, of like certain races or certain skin complexions being better or more capable, or, you know, I don't know. But I just hope one day we can all get out of it, because it's like, man, so you get a certain way when you seeing people doing things, but it should be motivation. You know, it's like, yeah, man, that man doing this thing, but it shouldn't be F him because he's doing what he's doing, or I'm gonna try to bring him down, or I'm trying to tear what he built down. It should be, man, that man doing his thing, I'm jealous, or I feel some type of way because he doing his thing, but man, I want to get on the same type of wave he doing. I'm going to ask him what I need to do, or I'm going to figure it out myself and get to where I need to be. It shouldn't be a tear me down. It should be a, man, that's just motivation to me. I shouldn't feel this way because I should be getting it myself type of attitude, you know? Hey, I feel like I wasn't really looking at the camera, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It's like, it's y'all for the message, I hope. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, we could be great. We really can. And it's like, I feel like we see a improvement, most definitely. Just like with DDG doing the Zooted thing and him helping YouTubers come up, or people come up, or helping them, you know, he giving them the tools or skills or whatever in order to help them get further along. You see that with Netflix, I think, or like Instagram when they have those little channel things or stories, and it's like black people are doing better at, you know, putting each other out there, supporting each other, and like, you know, I feel like they're getting it in their head that we need to be better with each other. So I mean, I don't know, I feel like later on in life, like, we'll be able to teach our kids that it shouldn't be the way it is today, that we should all be supporting each other and just, you know, trying to show love and like, you know, get on our shit and get it together, you know. So I mean, hey, that's my little rant for today. Yeah, I gotta go eat now, so catch y'all later. Yeah.